All right, this is my second step down the rabbit hole called the warning. I've been warned. They blew my mind on the first reaction. I really appreciate you all turning me on to them. So, what we're going to do today is we are going to listen to them as kiddos performing Enter Sandman, the Metallica cover. I haven't heard this at all. There's going to be a first impression here for YouTube. And then what I'm going to do is over on Patreon, I'm going to listen to it again, but do a stop-start comparison to this. This is their performance of Enter Sandman, the same song, but as adults from, I think that was from the Pepsi Center performance they did. So I'm excited to do that breakdown over on Patreon. And that's kind of my format, by the way. I'll release something here on YouTube, and then I'll do an extended breakdown over on Patreon. I really appreciate the support over there. Let's jump right in. But first, let me introduce myself. My name's Tim. I've been a vocal instructor for the last 25 years. Building voices is my life's work. Before that, I used to be an opera singer, musical theater singer. I sang with rock bands. Now I mostly produce electronic music and like looping stuff. You know, I've kind of been all over the map. I also have an amazing team of teachers that teach with me here in the Manhattan, Tri-State, Philadelphia area. My link's down in the description. We do in-person lessons around here, but we have students online all over the world. So if you need a teacher, hit us up. All right, here we go. Let's jump in. I'm going to try to keep my oohs and ahs a little suppressed. I was a little overboard on the last one. They were already tight back in the day. Wow. Yeah. I like how chill Ale is over there. She's just kind of swaying. This is so good. Oh my God. What is happening? So how old are they? I mean, she's got to be what, 11 or 12 here, and then I mean, what, 11, what, or 12, I don't know, what, 12, 8, 6, or what are the ages here? Like, this is amazing. What's really interesting is knowing that Danny, I believe this is Danny, right? I'm still getting their names situated in my mind. So this is Danny, she has blonde hair now as she's performing, and this was her singing back in the day. Which is really interesting is that even back in the day, she already is starting to learn how to activate her grit techniques in her voice. Even though it's a young, not fully developed voice, you can already start to hear some of her activation of grit technique. I have to say also what's really impressive is that they are, I'm assuming, they're Mexican, so I'm assuming that English is their second language, but they're doing great with the English, and they're kiddos, so it's like, this is incredible. Notice how tight Pau is on the drums at this age, and she already is starting to show little signs of her performing swagger, like that energy she has from behind the drums, which now is fully developed and sort of out there. All right, let's keep going. Oh, here's a guitar solo. Oh, this is the solo too. Wow. All right. I know I stopped right in the middle of that little lick. I'll go back, I promise. But I just want to say this. Something that I do with my students a lot is in the beginning as they're coming up, what I have them do is I have them do what I call replica covers. A replica cover is where you actually do what she's doing here. You try to learn the solo, because that's part of the original solo of Enter Sandman that Metallica does. And they're just picking up certain aspects of it and integrating it in, doing more of like a replica study of the riff. My prediction is later on that she doesn't do the solo exactly like she does here. She probably embellishes it, changes it, and we'll compare that later when we listen through with it on Patreon. But man, so cool that this is how they started. This is how you build yourself up as a real artist. You start and you build your technique. You put in thousands of hours of work. You meticulously go back and break down and try to improve the parts that are not working and grow and grow and grow. And then you need to have that ignition to keep driving forward. They've got all of that going on. All right, let's go back and check out this guitar solo a little more since I stopped so unfairly right before the end. Yep. It's just like the original. She's so good. Oh, this is so cute. Aww. Wow. 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 Great singing. Wow. Oh man, that was so good. So Danny, man, she had a great voice back in the day. She had really good pitch accuracy. You could hear a little bit of the like those sort of darker vowels that James Hetfield sings with in Metallica. You can hear her influenced by that. What I really appreciate though is, she's using her natural voice here. This is just right out of the gate. You can see how they are organic, raw, natural performers. Like, I'm so curious to hear what this is going to sound like. They're old. Okay, all right. I'm not going to listen to it anymore. I'm going to do my stop-start comparison to the performance of the same cover when they were adults over on Patreon. Come on over and join me over there if you'd like. I also have over there an exclusive extended reaction to my first listen to them of Dust to Dust. So if you haven't seen that yet, come on over. You can see that on Patreon as well. All right, I'll see you in my next videos. Cheers.